Up to this point in the text, most functions such as y equals x squared plus 1 have been expressed in explicit form. For the equation x squared minus 2y to the third power plus 4y equals 2, it is difficult to separate y and x and express y as a function of x explicitly. So we call this an implicit form, and in order to find the derivative, we need to use implicit differentiation. Well, how would it work? When we take the derivative, we just do turn by turn. For example, the derivative of x squared. So for this example, derivative of x squared, we just do it normal. X is 2x minus 2 times the derivative of y cubed. And that's how the implicit differentiation come in. When we take the derivative of y cubed, you would apply the power rule. So 3 comes down, y to the square. But then because y is a function of x, we gain a factor of y prime due to the chain rule. So right here, we will get just 3y squared times y prime. And then the derivative for 4y, it will be 4. But then derivative of y is just y prime, or 1 times y prime. Then equal derivative of 2, the constant is 0. So this is how we do implicit differentiation. And in order to find y prime, we follow this guideline. We differentiate both sides with respect to x. We collect all terms involving y prime on one side and everything else on the other side. And we just factor out the y prime and solve for it. So let's take a look at example 1. Given this equation, we want to find y prime. So we apply implicit differentiation. The derivative of x squared is just 2x. The derivative of minus 8x y, we need to understand, okay, so copy minus 8. But x times y is a product, so we have to apply the product rule. So we copy xy twice, use a plus sign connecting them, and we take the derivative of the first term, and then take the derivative of the second term. So this is for the middle term, and then the derivative of y squared is 2y. Remember, whenever you're taking derivative involving y, you gain a factor of y prime due to the chain rule. Okay, so then it equals, what is the derivative of y? It's just y prime. So now we simplify a little bit. We get 2x minus 8 times derivative of x is just 1. Okay, so times y plus x times derivative of y. Oh, I'm going to use color so you can see better. Derivative of y is just y prime. Okay, so we're done with the product rule. So plus 2y times y prime equals y prime. So now we simplify 2x minus distribute the 8. So minus 8y. Distribute the negative 8. Okay, so minus 8x y prime plus 2y times y prime equals y prime. So we collect all the terms with y prime, which are these terms on the left hand side. So it's just, I'm going to write them with the positive term in the front. Okay, so it's 2y times y prime minus 8x times y prime. Move it, we're going to switch the sign. So minus y prime equal. So all these terms move to the right. So every time we move terms, they change sign. So it's negative 2x plus ay. So now we factor out y prime. So what is left is 2y minus 8x minus 1 inside. It will equal minus 2x plus 8y. Then y prime, when we solve for it, it's just minus 2x plus 8y all over the coefficient, which is 2y minus 8x minus 1. So y prime is expressed in terms of x and y.